Welcome to Haunted Horizons GhostCast, where your hosts, Alison Oborn and Cag Allwood, will share their experiences in some of the most terrifying and haunted locations in Australia and overseas. So turn the lights off, relax, and enjoy. Well, we're back.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. So
Who didn't put it on silent?
Let's just get rid of it, and then it won't do that. Try that again.
That was good. Let's leave it in. Let's leave that bit in. It's great
because it is professional.
It is,
and we're known for our professionalism.
We are.
So, it's been a while. Well, no, it hasn't, because we've already done this. It's been all of a week, really. In fact, it's been so long since we've practiced at this. We've forgotten we did the Christmas one.
Didn't even realise. Yeah, no, I've lost it. So good.
It's going well. Hope you're enjoying it. I know we are. So, yeah, Happy New Year. I can't believe we are getting into 2026. We actually started the year, though, didn't we, Cag? I don't know about you, but I went into 2025 with a little bit of hesitation, because 2024 had a lot of...
was a crap year.
There's had a few downtimes.
We had more than a few downtimes.
Yeah. And so we kind of tippy-toed into 2025, but it's been quite a big year. We haven't had time to breathe.
No, we haven't.
We've had a lot of fun.
We have.
We've had a lot of travel.
We've had an awful lot of travel.
We've run events.
We have.
And acquired new venues, which we talked about last week. So we thought last week we talked about updates on all our local stuff, new events, what we've had happen at all our own, my stomach is like trying to join in there, all the locations that we have. I'm trying to update everybody in that. And this time, New Year, like we did last year, we thought we'd cover more the YouTube side of it. So our travel around the world, our travel in Australia. We've done some Australian ones as well this year.
We have. Yeah, we've done a few.
Yeah, and cover off on those, show you some of the highlights, talk about some of the highlights that we had, if we had any. We would just before trying to go, what happened this year?
The problem is with the highlights. I know. So we had to write it down.
We had to write down what we've done.
It's been such a busy year, we actually can't remember.
I know.
Plus we're old, so yeah.
I think for one we should talk about YouTube, because last year we weren't where we are now when we did our update.
What?
Are you laughing?
Last year we weren't
where we are now. No.
Okay.
Well, last year we never ever thought we'd reach what we've reached.
Oh, yeah.
You see? She doesn't trust where I'm going.
No, I don't, because normally when you open your mouth, something really stupid comes out. And
what
that
did
did
I say
sound
today?
really stupid.
What did I say today to you?
You said we leave between...
If we leave...
4:45 and 6:30.
Yeah. It comes out somewhere.
4:15 and 6:30.
No, it was
4:15.
I was thinking of going out for tea before we do the tour tonight. So yeah, it was. I thought if we leave about anywhere between 4:30 and 6 o'clock. I meant 5:45 or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, you had to be there.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why I keep looking over here, it's because it's fire danger season, and the CFS over there tells me if there's a fire broken out. So if I look over there, it's because we've just updated everything. I forgot where we were going with that already. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2026. It's not going to get any better, is it?
No. So what did we get to?
What do we start with? Let's start with the beginning of the year.
Okay.
We didn't go anywhere in January.
Well, we can't because it's the fire danger season.
we didn't go anywhere in February.
No, because it's the fire danger season.
And I can't travel anywhere because I'm the first line of defence.
Well, you see, that's why I keep saying don't live in a fire danger area, then you'll be a lot better.
We get a bit nervous having nearly lost my house in the last one. March. Now, March.
Mm-hmm.
I went travelling.
You did go travelling, left me behind.
I did. You were looking after the business while I swanned off to England, which I do from time to time. And I did do a few investigations.
You're going to say you did a few what? A few investigations. Yeah,
I did. And some of them were quite interesting. So I thought we'd cover some of the locations we've done this year and maybe cover a few little things that happened on them.
Okay.
And you worked with me on this. Generally, CAG was. I'm going to say you were with me. Really.
Because I come on the phone, don't I?
Yeah. So I always include CAG when she finally wakes up and gets out of bed.
Finally wakes up?
She doesn't like it. Apparently, she doesn't like to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, which is when I start investigating in England. But when she finally gets out of bed and comes and sits with her pajamas on, we get her on the phone, and we also.
I'm sort of used for like Esther's experiments and just
used.
I get used. I'm used.
She's used.
I am.
And only because I know you lot will complain if you don't have CAG on, so I'm not the same on my own. We had a few things happen. One of the first places I went to that time was actually Galleries of Justice, and I don't think if you joined me on that. So I went back to the Galleries of Justice. We've done it a lot because I met up with, I was going to say 5 squires. Sorry,
Lee. 32 spires.
Or 32 squires. I've started calling them squires. 3 spires with Lee, which we've done work with before, the year before. And I thought, the Galleries of Justice is big. It's very, very creepy when you're on your own. In fact, it's huge. And I thought, you know what? I can get that easily, but I think I'm going to need somebody with me. So I invited 3 spies, a good excuse to catch up, because we do love working with them. Lee is so much fun. Craig and Lee.
Yeah.
And they came along and joined us. And I think paranormal stuff, I don't think we got a lot happening. A couple of interesting things down in the cave with the lantern that seemed to answer them. It was more their part that they did.
Right.
But the interesting thing, and it's not really paranormal, but it shows how we will look into things, is we had knocks. I don't know if you remember, if you were watching. Well, you never watched.
Okay.
You never watched me when
Probably
I'm there.
not, no.
You're not interested if you're not in it.
No, exactly.
But I was getting knocks and bangs in the courtroom. And just for people who've never been to the Galleries of Justice, it's very old. It's got caves in the bottom, which is probably the oldest part, and that's where they kept a lot of the prisoners down there. So it's a police station, come courthouses, come jail, and it's just massive. And I was in the courtroom, and Lee and me were asking questions, kind of calling out, and we were getting bangs. And it was almost in answer.
So I'd like to do, so we know we're actually in communication with somebody. I'd like to, if you can you copy what I'm doing now? Fucking hell. Right, copy this please, Spirit.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you.
That, because before that we've only had one each time.
Yeah, we have. That was 2.
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah.
So if you try to warn us away, that's what you need to do.
That's my watch.
That's
two.
two.
No, it's blatant. Thank you very much for that.
And it was to the point where it was way too good to be true. It's like, well, hang on a minute. After a while, we were all excited, like you would get. But after a while, I went, hang on a minute. This is just too good. It's too perfect. And both Lee and me said at the same time, I think we pretty much at the same time got up and went, we have to go and check this out.
I need to go up there.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
say it. We need to. You go that way, and I'll. If I can get this way, I don't think I can I?
No, it's cornered off there.
Is
It's like
it?
chain.
Oh yeah. Radiators in the
There's a radiator literally
in the corner here, which is
That was me.
now that came from above me.
Right, is the radiator switch on? That was me touching the radiator. It's the same noise.
It is, isn't it?
And the radiator was switched off.
So it's disappointing, but
Disappointing.
but fulfilling. Is that?
It's a little bit fulfilling.
It's fulfilling, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is the thing. It doesn't matter that it's not paranormal. It's still finding an answer. Now, I've been caught out with that before, and it is something for people in England, investigating in England, to keep in mind, especially in winter with central heating, is I've been caught out with that before at the Four Crosses. I don't know if you were on with me then, but I was getting really excited. Or I know it was on the live, when I did a live to Patreons, and I was getting extremely excited because there was a knock. And then there was another knock. And then there was all this tapping and knocking all around the room. And it was like, oh my God, what's happening? And then it occurred to me, as it calmed down, that actually that's the central heating pipes kicking in.
Yeah.
So we're not always looking for the paranormal. We quite often will debunk it ourselves. And it's still exciting, isn't it, Kate?
Oh,
to find
yeah.
a natural explanation. I love the
It
way
is.
I talk to you and get you to talk just as you're about to drink a thing of water.
Yeah, I did see that. Thank you.
But it's just as exciting to find an answer, whether it's paranormal
Well,
or
I wouldn't
not.
say it's just as exciting.
Well, no.
It's cool,
It's less-
but it's not as exciting if you have something paranormal happen.
It's less scary.
It is. It's less scary. I think it's very important though to do that sort of thing, to work out what that noise was.
Yeah.
I just, whether this is relevant or not, but I was at our asylum last night and I had a young girl freaking out a bit because the curtain was moving.
Oh.
And so I said to her, come, let's go down, let's go and work it out what it is. I said, it could be that there's a window open. So I took her down there, and one of the top windows, because they're only about that size, that was wide open. And she was like, she wasn't disappointed. She was like, it was a relief.
Yeah.
And so it is important to work that
Yeah.
out, isn't it?
Well, actually, that does bring me up to the Four Crosses, because I did that as well. And
Is that a good segue?
it was a good segue,
Oh, good.
talking about curtains and debunking. And I don't know, again, if you were on the...
Oh, I remember this one.
You were on the phone. Because I can't see I would have gone through the house, the pub like that without you.
You
on
were
the phone.
waiting in the hallway because you wouldn't move
I
until
was
I came on.
investigating.
You were not. You
We
were
had
sat in the
not-
hallway because
That would have been a bar area, and I was investigating the bar area right next to the door that leads out to the car park. It needed doing. And I had some interesting things, actually. I did have some interesting things. We had the sound of what sounded like somebody, or I had the sound of what, this was before you came on. It sounded like somebody had either sat down in the leather lounge sofa opposite me or got up. Okay, guys, what was that? Hello? And then all the equipment went off. And that wasn't creepy at all, Cag.
No.
But I didn't have about 30 people watching at the time. It could have been quite intense. But I have to save face. But I think the one that really interested me was I was walking past and there's a door, it's an internal door, and it's got a curtain. It's a towel. It's got a towel over the window of the door section because it doesn't have glass in it, and the towel moved. And it's like, I'd ask it something and it would move. And it's like, okay, well, this is an internal. So my first thinking was there must be a window open somewhere in the breeze. But when I looked into the room, everything was sealed shut. And I could not understand how that towel could be moving.
What?
Just did it again.
What? So it's moving? Is there any draft there at all?
No.
Okay, that makes it a bit more interesting then.
If it was a draft, why isn't it doing it all the time?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm interested to see what happens when a car comes past.
Yes.
All right, car going past. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Why would a car so far on the road... Why would, when a car goes past, it blow out? Because that window's sealed. The cars are on the other side of this room on the road. There is no breeze.
Don't know.
There is no breeze in here. I'm going to wait until the car goes past. There is no breeze.
Okay.
So why would it flutter when cars go past? Let me try it again.
Don't know.
All right, so let's wait for another car. Because we're good at trying to debunk. Come on, it's the A5. We always have cars. Okay, car coming. It's definitely when a car goes past. But on researching it a little bit more, I found out that it was what's called dynamic pressure, which is the airflow created by the car.
Yeah,
car
going
past can actually affect the air pressure inside a building.
Yeah.
Not just outside. So that was interesting. And it was a learning thing for us as well.
It was.
Because we'd never come across it. And it was just, this is happening too often. It's got to be something natural. So, we're learning all the time. And we learned all about that while I was away. Now, where else did I go? I went to Ashwell to talk about debunking again. But this time it was like...
So those that don't know, Ashwell is a prison, or was a prison.
Yes, Ashwell. Well, actually, we didn't say what the Four Crosses was, which was a very, very, very creepy old pub that was built, I believe, in 1636? I think the date was on there. I know it's on the front of the building. Kek's going to look it up.
I'm going to look it up.
Because it's been a long time since I made the video.
1636.
Yeah, look at me.
Wow.
Look at me go.
God, that's good for you.
I know.
Wow.
Gee, I'm good stab in the dark guess, wasn't it? So, yeah, it's a very old coaching in pub, and obviously the A5 was a very busy... It's actually a Roman. That A5 follows an old Roman road across England. So it was a very busy road, as today. And it's got a lot of activity. It's not a pub anymore. It's shut down. But boy, is it creepy in there. Ashwell?
Yeah, Ashwell Prison.
You can talk about Ashwell Prison.
Can I?
Well, you tell them what it is.
It's a prison.
It is.
There we are. Ashwell is a prison. It's
so
not an old prison, though, is it?
No. And it was a fill-in for us when we went the first time.
Yeah, we didn't expect much because it being fairly new. We did have a history of being used by the Americans.
And I found out very much later after we went the first time, my dad was stationed there because he was doing the communications. He's one of the people who kept the planes in the sky. And like he said, it would take 300 ground staff to keep one plane flying. in World War II. So he actually landed on the D-Day beaches with the Americans because he was put with them. So he was at Ashwell when the camp was there, which is really weird to go, my dad used to be here.
Yeah.
It was just, something I didn't know until afterwards. But yeah, it's a newer prison. And we went, it was just a afterthought, wasn't it, when we...
Yeah, it was. We'd not been. It looked interesting. Yes, it was new, but
we needed a venue. This was not this year, a couple of years ago.
It was in the right area.
Yeah, we were passing through, and we thought, you know what, we'll just grab it. It was reasonably priced, and oh boy, did that go off. Mainly in one building.
Yes. Yeah.
And it was so noisy.
I still want to know why these things are sideways. We could ask him because he was a prison guard, wasn't he? Can you tell me why they put them in sideways and not long ways? Because...
Oh, God.
Would it just be the door settling, or...?
No.
Okay.
Also, I wonder how it feels having two women in here. But at the end of the day, it's men, isn't it? That's not settling.
It's unsettling, that's what it is.
That's a door.
That was the door, wasn't it?
There's nobody else in here. Guys, there's absolutely nobody in here. That was something out by the camera then.
What's that?
That was in this room here.
There's definitely shuffling noises downstairs.
That's the door.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like all over. It was at times. It did remind me a little bit when we went to West Virginia State Penitentiary with the noises around you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just. It was.
Well, you
cool.
Actually, because you went out to the stairwell, the door kept making a banging noise, like somebody gone bang on the door, and it was a heavy, sticky door.
It was.
And you went out to go and find out what it was.
And I thought there was somebody down there because we were on the second floor, weren't we? And you could hear shuffling.
Yeah. There's somebody moving around. There's footsteps.
Anybody here? If you're down there, can you make a noise, please?
I think it's in here, Cag.
It's coming from down here as well.
Coming from in here.
Shuffling around down there.
Is that?
Yeah.
Noises in here as well.
and that was just so weird.
Yeah.
But it was noisy. There were, and we're just thinking, is it building noise? Is it noises for us?
Because it was happening so frequently.
Yeah.
I think we put it like the wind with the curtain and like, we started to go, well, this is happening a lot.
It wasn't a windy night.
Even though it's not a windy night, could it be the contracting of the building and everything else? So it was good to get back there a second time. So I went back, as I said, in March. So Cag was not with me. But I teamed up with Amy Script, and we did go back to that section of the building. And nothing. Absolutely, you might get a little knock. But we were there about the same time. We were there, same temperature, I guess, same weather. In fact, if anything, it's probably more windy than when we first went.
Yeah.
Nothing. It was so quiet, as in nothing like that. And I did talk to Justin, and Justin said...
because Justin is the guy that runs there.
Yeah.
I'll just explain. It's all good.
Cag knows Alison speak.
I do. Yeah, I do. Alison speaks.
So
it's all good.
Cag actually translates my language. All right, because you can't see it today.
No,
you can't see my. If I do that, look, there you go. All right, I have this habit of just expecting everybody to know what I'm talking about, or going halfway through a sentence and then drifting off. Cag fills it in. Cag is my translator. So, yeah, Justin works and I was interviewing him again. I said, hey, at the end of it, I said, this is what we got happening the first time. I said, in fact, I asked him first, how noisy is this building that we're in? Is that building, I meant to ask you and I never did. I'm good. I like to see if I can debunk as well.
Yeah.
How, when the night comes in, does that building get noisy?
This building?
Yeah.
Not particularly.
So the bangs, because I did wonder whether it's the ceiling, the contracting, and how it...
No, not particularly.
And I forgot to ask you on the night.
Yeah.
I think you actually went to bed or something. I can't remember.
Probably.
Yeah.
Not particularly, no. No more than any of the others.
Right.
As I say, it seems a constant thread on there just recently that the banging, the footsteps, seems to be a running theme. And it's not as though I'm preempting groups by saying this has been found on there. I don't say anything.
Well, you didn't say anything to us last time.
No. So I try and keep as much to one side as it is and let them have their free rein and see what happens. But the reports coming back there are a lot of footsteps, sort of doorways going.
Yeah.
And it does seem to be, and this is, as I say, the gentleman who's been here probably the most. He does a lot because he works for a paranormal company that come here a lot.
Yeah.
And he says this has become his go-to building.
Yeah. So it's good to get back there and debunk, but in the opposite, because I went back there expecting it to be noisy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. So that was good. So that was probably, I am just looking at my list of places because we've done so many, our brains get fuddled.
Exactly.
That was probably it for England, for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was March. I came back at the end of March and then was back for about 5 weeks before we flew off again.
Yeah.
This time we went to America.
Yay!
Yay!
Back to the good
Back
old
to the
US
good old
affair.
USA, which we love so much. We do, actually.
We do.
The stupid thing is, we love America.
We do.
And I'm going to say, Americans, when we ever go over there, I don't think I met one rude person. Apart from you could see that when we went to one Walmart, that they weren't happy in their
mind
work.
you, they weren't happy.
Obviously, the boss of that branch really was hard to work for because the whole staff were like, "Argh." You could see they were not a happy workplace.
No, they weren't.
But that's
You could
it.
almost say toxic.
We could say a toxic workplace, unlike Adelaide Haunted Horizons.
Yeah.
But you can, I think everybody we met, talked to in the street, talked to in a shop, in a restaurant, all of them were just so nice.
Yeah.
They really were.
They
I'm
were.
not even putting that on. So we love going over to America. And I think one of the ones we went back to was Licking Jail.
Oh, yes. Gotta love licking.
I was giving you a little bit of time to talk, because I always take over. And
well, I would. Oh, well.
You're not used to it, are you?
No.
Well, I just go quiet and let you speak.
No, the good thing about licking was this is when we're going to meet up with...
The good thing about licking.
We're going to meet up with Paranormal Quest. That would be the first place to meet up with them. And we knew they were on the way because you can see this dark sky coming over.
It's like a storm cloud.
It was, wasn't it? So we had so much fun there, didn't we?
We did. Not as much as the first time we went there, because when we first met them, but it was like going back to the beginnings, wasn't it?
Yes.
Because that is really, I mean, we met them at West Virginia. That's where the friendship forged.
Yeah.
At the West Virginian Penitentiary.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it wasn't a forged deep friendship at that point. It was, we knew each other, we had fun,
and they were working,
kept in touch.
Yeah.
And then we invited them to Licking Jail, and they accepted. So that was the first time we actually went at it.
Went at it?
I could probably have phrased that a bit better.
It's the first time we investigated with them properly.
I'm going to hand over to my translator.
Yeah.
All right.
So what Alison's trying to say to you is the first time we've investigated with Paranormal Quest outside of West Virginia State Penitentiary in a different location. That's what she's trying to say.
That's what I was trying to say. So, onwards. And it was an interesting investigation. Did we have anything when we were working on our part?
I don't think we had an awful lot happen all night.
We tried to recreate what we had the first time, which was Ryan on the headset to see if he was going to call Cag an old bitch a couple of times like the first time. I don't think we got that.
No.
It was when you and I split up away from them and we went up to the women's section. And we had one of the cells where a lady unfortunately had set herself on fire and passed away. True story.
That's tragic.
And she's got a music box. They put a little music box in there for her, and they said, look, the music box occasionally will go off. And we thought, you know what, she likes music, let's put the lantern in there because that's got Amazing Grace, the music on it. And we put the lantern in there right next to her music box. And we had the tripwire further up the hallway. Notice I called it a tripwire, Ken?
You did. You did very well.
And I put it up the hallway there. And we were asking questions. We weren't getting much. And then we sang.
We did.
We sang. And we sang World War II songs. We'll Meet Again. And lo and behold, the lantern went off. And also the tripwire went off at the same time up the other end. It's like all the equipment just went poof when we started singing. Now either she liked it or she didn't.
She's probably escaping.
But I think the bit that was really interesting as well is we also sang, what was the other one? White Cliffs of Dover. And actually I think that's when the lantern and stuff went off. But we're going to watch that. I'm going to put it up because memories fade. But you will know right now because I'm going to put it up. We'll meet again. Don't know where. Don't know when. But I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Sorry, mate, I couldn't remember the words then. You might notice.
Did you like that song, Nick? Or anybody else in here? Did you like that song?
Did you listen to Bueller? Oh, sugar. The lights went on. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. The lights, everything went off.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
That was cool. Thank you. So you did
the lights in 2 different areas went off.
And the music, like we told her. All right, so it was that we first said. Hey, crazy brain. But what did happen is the fact that we had a image on Sia, and it was a lady standing on white cliffs.
We did.
Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies chase the dark clouds far away. Do you know what that reminds me of?
Looking into the ocean.
When we sang the white cliffs of Dover, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's only a rough reference, but that does not. The white cliffs of Dover, tomorrow, just you wait and see. I have to let Kag sing this one.
I'm glad you
Really
can remember that,
interesting.
because I couldn't remember a thing.
It's a good job. I do the editing.
I know.
And even then I forget.
Yeah.
See, the problem is I edit it, and I find all these bits, and I put them together, and I put it out, and then 5 minutes later, I've forgotten it all. So when I watch the premieres with you lot, when you're watching our premieres, it's like watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember. It's like, oh, that's what happened. So, too much, not enough brain.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough brain.
Yeah, well, that is a problem. There's not enough brain. I'm not going any further with that one.
The files are getting full. The hard drive is filling up. Now, one of the fun parts of that trip out to America, after licking, was we were invited to be on a meet and greet.
Oh, yeah, that was
event.
good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was good fun.
At one of our favourite places, which is Greene County Asylum.
Mm-hmm.
And one of our favourite hosts, Matt,
Yeah.
who hosts it, he's always a lot of fun to be around. And we got there and we had Dawson and we had Connor from Paranormal Quest join in as well.
Mm-hmm.
And poor Dawson, he was so nervous, wasn't he?
He was, bless him.
And you were like, Mum.
I was. Like, come on, Dawson, do you need a hug? Hug time. So, yeah, no, he did really well considering he's never done something like that before. So he did really well.
You like, but I do ask that like food and drink stay in this room and back there. Don't take it throughout the rest of the building. I don't want any mice, things like that. Very, very bad. And again, like as far as furniture in the rest of the building, please don't sit on it. Some of it is like legitimately not safe. Most of it has little things on it that say do not sit. Please follow those rules. Museum rules apply. Don't handle the artifacts, but please do enjoy your time here tonight. And similar rules for the Curry home across the street, which I'm sure Elise will go over as well. So again, thank you guys.
Yes. All right, Dave, speech, Dave.
Speech. Well, this is like my worst fear is public speaking. But no, we just wanted to thank everybody for coming out and joining us tonight. We know there was a lot of different events in the area with Mansfield and whatever the other one is, Pennhurst. And thank you guys for coming out and supporting us. And thank you to our friends for coming out and hanging out with us. And you know there's like thousands of paranormal channels out there that you could watch. Thank you for watching ours and supporting actual real paranormal investigating. And of course, Two bros. And then thank you to everyone else that's up here for being real and authentic as well. We wouldn't have invited them if we didn't trust them. Well.
Yeah.
But no, thank you guys. And then thank you to Matt for letting us put this on tonight.
Because Dave just kind of sprung this on him, sent him a text message and said, can we do a free event at the museum? And he said, yeah, sure. When do you want to have it happen? Yeah. And it was that easy. So.
And the way that I work, the plans weren't finalized until about 25 minutes ago.
And then we ran the investigation there. Now we had a blast there. It was so much fun.
Yeah, we did.
And
met some great people.
We did. And it was good to put names to faces. So we met a few of the people there that follow us on YouTube, which was wonderful. Then we actually investigated there. Now, PQ didn't join us for this one because they've done it to death, but Dawson did.
Yeah, he did. Our first time investigating with Dawson.
I don't think Dawson knew what to make of this.
No, maybe the last time investigating with Dawson, because I think we were just a little bit too much for him at times.
Love you, Dawson.
Love you, Dawson.
Dawson is the sweetest lad you will come across. And I don't think he knew how to take our humour at first. And we were upstairs in the hallway. For all of those who haven't seen the episode yet, definitely the whole lot will be on there. I'll put clips here for you. But we had Matt on the headphones. He's great at doing the Estes. We had him set away in a room. And meanwhile, me and Dawson were sitting in the hallway.
Yeah.
Asking questions. And at one point, firstly, I think Matt came out with Beelzebub.
One of the times he said Beelzebub, and then we started singing.
We did.
Put a devil for a sack for me.
We just sort of burst into song.
And he didn't know what to.
And Dawson's face was a picture.
Yeah.
Because Dawson didn't know what to make of us. It's like he was singing away and laughing. And he goes, how can you laugh at Beelzebub? Which just made us laugh even more.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, bless him.
Beelzebub.
Oh,
why would
Had
you
a
say
devil
that?
put aside for me, for me, for me. Do, 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 do.
I don't know what you're talking. How do you guys sing when you hear Beelzebub?
Because don't you? Oh, he's such
To perish.
He's such a child.
He is. Bless him. God,
Sorry,
Dawson.
Dawson will never work with him again.
I know. It's like, what the fuck have I just done?
No, I like you guys.
You're not bad. You're not bad yourself.
But then I cracked a joke because I don't know how we got into telling jokes. But I got into telling a joke, and my joke was knock knock. First of all, my joke was, in fact, no. I'm not going to describe it.
Yeah.
Because
you show the bit.
You've got to watch it. So here it is.
What's your joke?
Bob has no arms.
As we speak.
It's a great joke. Bob has no arms. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Well, it's not Bob.
Wait, what?
William.
You were hearing a lot of names when you were under the Estes as well. You guys alright?
Don't feel good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, you know what they say, laughter is the best medicine.
It is. And sometimes it'll get your attention back if you... It's the best joke ever. I don't know.
It was like, Bob has no arms.
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Oh, not
Who's
Bob.
there?
Oh.
Not Bob.
Not Bob. Come on, tell me it's not Bob.
It just said dicks.
Oh, we're...
So yeah, we were killing ourselves laughing, and
so funny.
I think Dawson did get it by then. He was starting to get us. But it was a very funny time, and we did get a fair bit happening.
Yep.
There, and it still remains one of my most fun favorite places.
Yeah,
well,
it's
actually,
a great
they're all
place.
becoming fun favorite places, really. But we crossed the road. It's a hospital.
Yes.
and that's the Curry House. You can talk a little bit about the Curry House.
Well, the Curry House was it's more of an old people's home. I think didn't they go from the Green County over to the Curry House? So it's just across the road, literally across the road.
Yeah.
And it's a great place. Part of it's used by the owner for their business, and then the other part is actually used for people to ghost hunt in. And it's a really, really cool place. Freaking creepy in places as well, isn't it?
Down in the basement it was.
Yeah. So what did you do to me, Alison, in the
I
basement?
don't know, Kag, you tell it.
Let's just say I accidentally made a noise. Was it that time you hit me?
No, that was upstairs.
Oh.
No, it was there was a noise down the hallway.
Yeah, well, let's just say there were several noises in this building in different places. And one time Alison went, "What was that?" Moved her arm, smacked me right in the boobs. And then they were just Christy themselves laughing the whole time.
Yeah, cat mode.
Yeah.
And we will be putting up a blooper reel this year. So if we aren't on the cusp of New Year, it depends when I put this up, whether it's before New Year's Day and New Year's Eve or after. It will be in the bloopers, that one. So go and watch our blooper reel and you'll see, me punch Kag in the chest, really.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I did it again upstairs when you put the torch down.
Yeah.
Because you've got to remember, we're in the dark. And I'm in my defence.
You've got no defence.
In my defence, that hallway downstairs in the basement was very, very dark and creepy, Kag. And we were hearing sounds.
They were loud.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's my defence.
It's a cool building.
It was. Should get back there. And they were lovely hosts.
They were.
So we just meet some beautiful people. We really
Yeah.
did. So then there was Trans-Allegheny. We weren't going to do Trans-Allegheny, were we?
No.
Because done it twice before, didn't really get anything. That's why you've not seen an episode, because A, the filming was terrible. We didn't have microphones, so everything sounds really muffled. And we didn't get that much anyway.
Which we know happens anyway, doesn't it? It's
Well,
like
it does
that.
with us.
Yeah, it does with us. Yeah.
What, not wearing microphones?
Well, not wearing microphones and having nothing happen in buildings. That happens to us a lot. So,
but we've got to know Brandy really well, who works there.
Yeah.
And it's always lovely catching up with her. And she suddenly sent us a message. And it was like, "Oh, are you coming here, or are you coming to close by?" And I went, "You know what? We could go and do Trans-Allegheny." And we ended up hiring it within a couple of hours. We got it all sorted. I think this time it was a lot different, not only because we did it with Paranormal Quest,
yeah,
but up where the teenagers were kept.
That was a bit strange up there, wasn't it? With the it's like voices and all sorts of sounds coming from just down the corridor, wasn't it?
It was because you've got the two corridors. Corridors. Side by side, and then a tiny little hallway that connects them. And we were in one, and from down the little hallway to in the next hallway, we could hear voices.
Yeah.
And do you remember when we heard, it was like somebody threw something down that little hallway? See, Kag can't remember these things. Look at her blank little face there.
I know.
Kag's getting old. She hit 60 and she's now got a senior's card.
I have.
I haven't been given a senior's card, so therefore I'm not old.
Now, the reason you haven't got a senior's card is because you work over 20 hours a week. I don't.
I think the funniest thing was, and I shouldn't laugh at Kag, but the fact is that when we meet up with Paranormal Quest, Kag has her hands full.
Oh, tell me about
because
it.
we're like a bundle of kittens, bundle of ADHD kittens. And even worse is when we went to the sheriff's office, which is like a jail come sheriff's office, I guess.
Is that why it got his name, sheriff's office?
Yeah.
I guess.
Sheriff's office.
It's amazing that, isn't it?
Isn't it? Miranda joined us, Ryan's partner, who is also ADHD. So
yeah,
and it was quite fun. Maybe not for you.
No, I mean, it's always hard to get them into doing what they're supposed to be doing. All right. So you have to keep on top of everything. And then you've got an extra one joining you. So we decided then, we'd done the house bit. We decided to go down into the basement.
Yeah.
So you have to come out the building and down into the basement there. Now, Ryan had to, download his memory cards?
He had to do it. He had to do it now.
There and then. No
Hyper-focus.
choice. There.
His
all right?
brain told him now.
So he was up there, upstairs. We came down. I had got Miranda running around because she'd found what she thought was bones. I got Alison running around looking for bones, but also looking for, she'd find little bits of newspaper, so she's finding them.
I'm digging them out of the dirt.
Got Dave running around because he was looking at the architecture of this. And then eventually Ryan joined us. So then he was running around doing all sorts of things. I'm not just there going.
And then there was us falling over. There was me.
Oh, yeah.
We'd like stumble and trip. And then Miranda would stumble and trip. And then Dave would stumble and trip.
Yeah. And it was just like kittens.
Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to trip you.
Oh, okay.
What is happening?
There's 4 ADHD people stuffed in 5 square feet. Maybe for everybody's safety.
That's just the only one. Sitting there like there's only there. We're everywhere.
Do you want me to film Cag since I got a good angle down the hallway?
I think.
Oh shit.
Oh. He's still going. Oh, that's always in here.
Oh my god. I'm crying.
Oh. Can we just all, can we get film? Because if we get filming done, we can then go to bed. Because we're all tired.
And even worse came not Transallegheny, even worse came the Mansfield. Because not only did she now have Paranormal Quest, Miranda, and me as her ADHD kitten bundle, but Connor joined us from Paranormal Encounters. And what is Connor?
He's ADHD.
Yes.
5 kittens.
5 kittens. Kitten number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yes.
Although he tried to take kitten number 1.
He did try and take kitten number 1. We weren't having that one, were we?
I'm
Got
kitten-
bopped
I'm
on the
kitten
nose
number
with a little
1.
newspaper there.
Yeah, keeping your place, little kitten.
Yeah. He was a trainee kitten. Yes. I'm still not, was it, they said he wasn't quite little trained yet. That was a hoot. Absolute hoot. We were just crying with laughter in that place.
I love the way that we're trying to do the investigation, or you were, and we go off on a totally different tangent. It's like we just one person mentioned Tim Tams, and that was it.
Yeah.
Our whole ADHD focus went to Tim Tams when Kag's trying to get us back to investigate. We're talking about how to pronounce Tim Tams, how to pronounce caramel, and it's like, can we just focus?
Oh yeah, caramel.
Can we just focus? It's like totally off. The squirrels had hit.
It was so funny. That was an absolute hoot. All we needed actually, could you imagine if we had Seg with us as well? That would have been 6 kittens.
It would have been
far out.
Why do you surround yourself with?
I don't know.
Because everybody who you're surrounded by, friend-wise,
see, my hobby
has
thinks
ADHD.
that I'm ADHD because I don't stick to stuff. I go flip from that to that to that to that. But at least I can control myself in certain areas, and
Yeah, I think
I can do I'm good at organisation.
Yeah, that's your superpower.
Yeah,
is you hyper focus on that. There's no moving Kag off something when that's got to be that way.
Yeah,
and if I come in and go,
what, like you did the other day?
Or every day. How many times we'll talk about we talked about the event last week.
Yeah.
The Australian stuff last week. But I will change things 100 times because suddenly my brain will go, hey, actually that's a better way of doing it. And it probably is a better way of doing it, Kag, but you are so stuck on this. It has to be this. I've written it down in my diary.
I have spent
already
time writing everything out in order, and everybody's agreed to it, and then somebody changed it last minute.
Okay, no, that's not
I'm not a
work.
happy Kag.
It's not going to work.
Well, it does work, and that's
I've had to put another half a dozen slides into the presentation.
Yeah, I know.
And then you've got to renumber them.
Slap her. Yes. We don't have a happy cake then at all.
No, you can see her head go down and her shoulders slump.
You can hear me whispering under my breath as well.
And it's like, hey, no, it's good. Honestly, it has to be done. It'll be much better.
It's not. You just say, yeah, just to shut her up.
But now she had 5 of them.
It was fun, though. It was so much fun. They were just absolutely everywhere.
You would be bored with boring friends.
Well, that's true.
I mean, we keep you on your toes.
That's
you
true.
never know what's going to come out of our
That's
mouths.
true.
You never know what's suddenly going to happen next.
Yeah.
We're very spontaneous.
Mm-hmm.
But there you go. So that was the American trip. We had to say goodbye to the boys again, which is always sad. And we came back. I think we were home. We got back beginning of June, July. We had actually 12 weeks at home.
Yeah. Wow.
And then we were off again, beginning of September. We were off to England. And you joined me for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then she went home and my husband came out, which is the first time we've travelled in 30 years together. My husband and me, not Keg, but my husband and me. So we'll get into that soon. We had to, because Keg wanted to get home for family reasons. And yeah, we can get 3 weeks out of America because there's a lot of distance to cover there where there isn't in England. But we had to pound it.
Yeah.
Because generally I have to to make it worthwhile to cover costs and make the costs worthwhile. Minimum 10 episodes I have to get out of a trip.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she was only there for 14 days. 10 investigations in 14 days. And
that's not including a trip down to London.
No.
To do the War of the Worlds.
Exactly. Which is your birthday present.
It was.
Pretend one, anyway.
Yeah.
That's what she thought she got. It was only to shut her up. I'm not going there because it's not fair. I can't. It's your birthday present. So we went back to George Jarvis. Now, it was fairly quiet, but probably the edgiest place we went because it's huge. It's dark.
And it was
scary.
And it was the story we were told beforehand as well that absolutely freaked us out.
And we were talking, she wasn't telling us as a guest. We were talking as two tour company owners. So it was on a different level of talking. She said there's been times, she said she doesn't tell the guests so much when they come because there's a fine line. But she said she had to leave because she said the noise, and she isn't the only one that's had it in the house. She said it suddenly feels, or it sounds like a massive rumble, and it suddenly feels like the house has been picked up and then dropped with a jolt. And she said it's absolutely terrifying when that happens. She doesn't know what it is. She's never been able to work it out. And of course, that's great when we're going to be in there on our own.
Yeah. And I mean, she said it's not happened a lot, but enough for them to know about it.
Yeah.
So.
And when we did the nunnery, which she runs tours at as well, and the other guide was there looking after us. And he said, no, I've not really had anything at the nunnery, he said, but the George Jarvis School, he said, that's the one place that I have been scared. And I'm fairly much on the fence.
Yeah.
So we went in, absolutely shitting ourselves.
Yes, we were. Yeah,
just a little bit. But fortunately, we didn't have to because it was fairly quiet. So.
It was
for us.
Yeah. It always is for us. I think it's just us.
Oh, I don't know, because the first time we went up in that clock tower.
Oh yeah, the first
music
time. Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Really interesting, but this time round it was fairly quiet.
Yeah,
I'm gonna finish. I mean, we did a few,
but what about talking about the fact that was put in our heads, not purposely put in our heads?
This is true because I hear all the time that you get things happening because the guys put it in your heads, and it's like, well, that can happen, yes, with some people, but it's not it's not all the time, especially not with us. We can be, and this is showing we can be absolutely crapping ourselves in a place because we've been told certain things, but then we don't get those certain things happening.
Yeah.
In fact, it's a quiet night where you'd think if it was our imagination and we were primed that we would be getting these things happening. And it's like Belisca when we went. We were told all this stuff that absolutely terrified us. But it didn't happen. And we only had not good things, but intriguing things, but nothing that was bad.
Yeah.
So it's not always true. Which was your favourite, though, Keg, out of the...
my favourite, I would have to say, would be Heldroyd Hall. Massive, beautiful, beautiful building.
900 years old, I believe. That was in the Doomsday Book.
Absolutely stunning place, inside and out.
Yeah. And you can stay there as well, which is even better. So we have bedrooms, really nice places to stay. And was it James? I think that was his name. He was amazing. He was absolutely the loveliest guy. He's the owner of the place. And I think you had the most interesting experiences there.
Yeah.
Out of all the places we went to.
Yeah. We were doing an Esther session upstairs in the attic. And again, it's one of those you have to go through a room into another room. So I was stood by. I was in the furthest room, stood looking out the window with the headphones on, and Alison was in the doorway of the other room. And I felt a rush behind me, like the wind. I thought Alison had freaked out and had run up behind me. I don't know why I would have thought that, but maybe
not run anywhere.
No, it was not. And I also felt my shirt move as well. And so I turned around, and obviously she hadn't moved in the slightest. Do you want to talk about Michael's experience now?
Well,
or should we do it afterwards?
Let's do it in the timeline.
Okay.
Happened. So then later on in the night, we didn't get much else happening.
No, it was very quiet.
It was quiet until we all went to bed, not together because I had a different bedroom. Yeah. And it was down the hallway, round the corner, down the hallway, away from CAG.
Yeah. So Alison had an ensuite. My toilet and bathroom was just outside my bedroom door. So I went to the toilet, as you do the last thing at night. I like to share my toilet stories. So I was doing what I needed to do, and on my mobile phone, just flicking through Facebook as you do,
doom scrolling,
and I heard a music box. And it was only like 6 to 8 notes. That's all it was. But it wasn't our music box. All our equipment was packed away. It was like, the children's jewelry boxes that you have. It plays that. Sometimes you get that little ballerina that goes around. It's like that sort of thing. And I thought, well, that's a bit weird. And then I thought, well, logical. Alison is in the room next door. It's quite a way around the corner. But maybe if she's got the volume, she's watching YouTube. Maybe she's got the volume on a little bit high because she's a bit deaf because she's getting on now. I thought maybe it was her watching YouTube. So I texted her and said, what are you watching? And you're watching some sort of...
I was watching the news.
Yeah.
So I was catching up with the news. So there's no music.
And I said, well, that was a bit interesting. It's a bit weird. But anyway, so then I'd finished. I was just going to turn around to flush the toilet. And as I turned around, from behind me, I heard Alison's voice going, boo. And I'm like, that's weird because Alison has a terrible...
Oh, I'm not going to go anywhere near a toilet.
No, especially if somebody's just been.
We have a toilet code when we travel.
Yeah, we do. And she has a terrible reflux.
No, gag
reflex. So I know that, I think, I turned around and obviously she wasn't there. So I thought maybe, she was at the end of the corridor or something like that. So I shouted. There's no reply. So I shouted even louder. And you were still in bed.
Yeah, I was tucked well away in bed, so it definitely wasn't me.
So you end up coming around the corner, and it wasn't you shouting. No. So weird.
So interestingly, Cag went home, and the day Cag got on the plane, we'd timed it nicely. My husband flew in, so I picked him up from Manchester Airport as Cag got on his plane that came in and went home again. And we did some investigating, and I decided, you know what? I'd like to go back to Hodroyd Hall, because at the end of the day, it would be nice to see what happened, see if we could get it happening again in the hallway in the bedroom. I'll stay in that bedroom this time. Michael can have the really nice one with the ensuite. And he got nothing. We got nothing in that bedroom. I even investigated the bedroom. I haven't watched the video back, but I do believe Cag and Michael were probably having a little bit too much fun while I was doing the Esters on the bed. I get the impression, but I have yet to watch that. I haven't edited it yet.
Maybe.
But the interesting thing is, I didn't tell Michael much. Well, there wasn't much that happened. I've forgotten. I hadn't forgotten, but I hadn't told him about what happened to Cag up in the attic. So we went up to the attic to investigate, and I said to Michael, why don't you go stand by that window, put the headphones on? Because Michael doesn't investigate. I kind of pressured him into it, told him he was on a holiday, and then threw these investigations in. So he's over by the window with the headphones on, and he's suddenly, because I was talking about Cag, and I said, do you remember Cag? She was here a couple of weeks ago, and in fact it was only a week, I think, in between, maybe a week, 2 weeks before I went back. And I said, and you went up to Cag and you pulled her T-shirt and you touched her. I said, do you remember that? And Michael actually did, I believe, came out with yes. And then he was doing this, and he said something's touching my hair. Because I said, can you do it to Michael? That was it. I said, well, can you do it to Michael? And he started to touch his head because he said something was playing with his hair. So it was interesting that you got that same correlation in the same spot.
Do you like us to leave?
Oh, oh God, I thought you came from behind me.
What? No.
Can I just, I'm going to take these off.
Yeah.
I felt a rush from behind. I thought you had actually come from behind me.
No.
I'm sorry, that freaked me out. You know how you feel like the pressure that whenever somebody comes up quickly behind you?
Yeah.
Ooh. To the point where I actually felt my T-shirt move.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'll have to have a look back on that.
Yeah, okay. Do you want me to go back on?
Yep. Do you remember Cag being in here a couple of weeks ago? She felt her T-shirt being tugged.
Yeah.
So you do remember? Okay.
I think there was something playing with my hair.
Well, that's interesting because I told it to go and play with him. You said something's playing with my hair. Was that out the box or was that you?
No, it was me.
So what happened?
Something was just playing with hair up here. And I looked up, I thought, cobwebs are a bit taller than what I am, but there was definitely a feel of something just playing with the top of my hair up here.
Yeah.
So then we went on to do Chillingham. Michael and me did. So Cag and me had done it, but we hadn't actually filmed a proper episode. It was our very first trip. Cag.
It was.
And it was just a live stream we did on a phone. Yeah. In fact, no.
One of my trips that you...
was really rubbish. Yeah, I hijacked. That was the one. So I properly hired Chillingham this time so I could do Chillingham properly with Michael. And we went up to the chapel. Now, we didn't get to do the chapel because obviously we hadn't hired it for that when you and I were together. But we went up to the chapel and the music box was so interesting. It was way beyond coincidence. It was answering, because quite often I'll say about, well, you can use the equipment as a yes if you want to answer. And the music box was just uncannily answering to our questions. Because I'd say, well, give a long tune for a yes and a shorter tune for a no. And it was doing it. And it was very, very uncanny.
Do we have a child here tonight? Maybe you can do a long one for yes. Thank you. And a very long one.
That's a yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
That's a pretty definite yes.
Eleanor, if you are here with us, have you brought your friend Cecil? If you have, could you give us a short burst of music, please? Thank you.
Thank you. You're very clever. Yes, you know you're clever.
Can you go towards the koala, please, Eleanor?
That's like a double sound there.
My-
Two different.
The
is
other
yours
one's
going
gone
off
off.
as well. That's nearer the koala.
Let's see the koala.
I was going to say that was a double sound.
Wow.
It was like two totally different music boxes. Wow.
So that Chillingham, I loved. We spent 2 days at Chillingham. We were going to move on, but the next day we didn't really have anywhere to go, and just staying at Chillingham, guys, even if you don't investigate, it's just an amazing place to stay. So we stayed for 2 days there, and I guess that kind of winds it up because we could talk forever, but we've been on for quite a while now.
We have, yeah.
And I think it's just been, when you reflect on the last episode we did with the local stuff, the new venues we've got, the PQ, having Paranormal Quest over to do those amazing events. We had so much fun. It's been a massive 2025.
It has.
Absolutely
It really
massive.
has,
It's
yeah.
nice to have a break now.
Oh, yeah.
We've already got our tickets, though, for May to America.
Mm-hmm.
Bought them. In fact, I didn't tell Keg how much they were going for today.
Oh, really? Is it a lot more?
2,885 return.
Wow.
We got them on a sale. So yes, we're off to America. Can't wait.
No,
Catch up with PQ again. My stomach is just demanding feeding. Which reminds me, Keg, we do have to go.
We do.
We have Ayers House, our very first one at Ayers House tonight, at the time of filming this. And we need to eat beforehand.
We do.
So.
We so do.
Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Here's to a bigger, better, and well-behaved 2026.
Oh, yeah.
So come on, 2026, behave yourself. You did well with 2025. And we'll see you again. We'll try and get podcast started again. Can't promise, depends how tied up we get, but we will try to bring it back in the new year. It's our New Year resolution, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So
yeah, do the podcast.
Don't forget to go and watch our blooper thing if it's already gone to air. This comes on after New Year's Eve, and we've put this up after. Then go back and watch the blooters.
Blooter. Okay.
If you're watching it before New Year's Eve, don't forget to tune in at 11:30 Adelaide time, because we will have a blooper reel to take us in to 2026.
Yeah.
We love doing that. All right. Happy New Year, guys. We're going to go. We have to eat.
Yeah, we do.
And
let's get going.
Signing off. Catch you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to this podcast. The extended video version of these episodes are available for members of Spotify and Patreon. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and see the full investigation from these episodes on our YouTube channel. Details are in the About section of this podcast. Thank you from Cag and Ali for listening.